on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Today is absolutely nuts. The stress levels are very, very high. We're gonna fill you guys in on what's going on throughout the course of this video, but basically we are leaving the Dominican Republic today. This came out of nowhere. We got invited to go somewhere which is across the world, like literally the other side of the globe. So this is nuts.
Oh my goodness, totally freaking out and trying not to panic. There's a lot happening. We're gonna fill you in throughout the video of all the various crazy stuff that's going on. We don't even know if we're gonna get on a plane today.
Yeah, well, more on that in a second.
Not even sure if I'm gonna be able to close that at this point. It's looking like a big old no at the moment. But for those of you that started to panic with us saying that we're leaving the Dominican Republic, we will be back. The plan is to be gone for a couple of weeks, if we can even get on the plane. We've run into so many issues over the last little while, so that's the reason we're not quite telling you where we're going yet, because we just don't know if it's gonna happen.
Have we ever had this happen?
Never had this happen.
Going to an airport and not even know if you can get on the flight. So I mentioned already, we are going to be getting on a flight to fly across the world. Whew. Saying that out loud, I just can't even believe it. So this side of the world has kind of been dropping restrictions and protocols to fly. The other side of the world is just starting to open up, and because of that, we had to jump through a lot of things to even attempt to get on this flight today. I'm a little bit nervous about my bag situation here. It's packed pretty high, pretty tight right now, and I have to get that camera in there. So that's gonna be something. So some of the things we had to do this week just to even attempt to board this flight is, of course, we had to go get a PCR test, and that's never fun. We also had to get our photos printed for a visa, so finding a spot to do that in this little town, that was quite interesting. And then we had to fill out a lot of paperwork, and we had to get it printed as well. And we're still about to go to this airport and not even know if we can get on the plane. I'm not sure why I'm trying to roll two bags at once, but so far so good there.
Hopefully the wheels aren't broken on that. That would just be another fun thing to add to this. But you might be wondering why we're so nervous about not being able to get on the flight, other than the PCR test, which is obviously a big deal as well. But essentially, we got invited by a third party to this big event that's happening on the other side of the world, and they've done all the organization for it, the booking of the flights, and getting the visas. And essentially what they did is gave us an official letter saying that we have special permission to get a visa on arrival. But we went to go check in to our flight yesterday within the 24-hour period. It wouldn't let us because we require a visa number in order to check into the flight, and we don't have a visa number. So hopefully at the airport everything will go fine and they can just look at the letter and be like, you're good to go. But we don't know if they're gonna be like, you need a visa number to get on this flight, and then what are we gonna do?
So there's a good chance we'll be coming right back?
Not a good chance. Don't say a good chance.
Well, right. But we could come back through this door in a couple hours.
I hope this video doesn't end with us coming back through those doors in here. So one positive thing is that we have this apartment rented for a couple of months, so at least we didn't have to pack up all our things. We only needed to pack what we require. Hopefully we have everything. Oh, I'm so nervous.
At least we have
Do I keep saying that?
We have something nice to come back to.
But I will say one thing that's not positive was our COVID test. So we're good with the PCR test. They just arrived. We're both negative, so at least we have that. On the not so great side, we keep getting emails that our first flight is delayed. If we can even get on it, going back to that. If we can even get on it, it's now delayed. A couple of hours.
Something a little lighthearted. This is the first time I have worn pants, and I think you have had pants on in a very long time.
Well, I sometimes wear these, but it's the first time you have worn pants since like
6 months.
October.
All right, our taxi is coming for the airport. Here we go. Okay, we made it to the airport. It was only about a 30-minute drive. It does not look too busy in there, which is definitely a good thing.
Hopefully you didn't just jinx us. We were told that because we have a priority pass, we can actually do some sort of VIP thing. So we need to look for guys in red ties, and apparently they will like put us to the front of the lines and stuff like that. We'll see if that actually works. It sounds too good to be true.
I've never actually heard of such a service, so well, let's see. So we found the VIP service. You want to look for the guys in the red lanyard. They took us right to the check-in counter ahead of the entire line, sorted out our visa situation, and got us tickets for all of our connecting flights. Then they even took us down to security and put us in front of the entire line as well. We went through immigration, they let us stop at a money exchange, and then took us on our way to the lounge itself.
So the service is incredible. We're now in the lounge, which is small, on the smaller side, but very, very comfortable, and it's not too crowded at all. It has everything that you need. I got myself a beer, very important before pre-flight, especially on such a stressful day. But going back to that visa issue, it didn't seem to be a problem at the check-in desk. I don't really know what exactly happened. We just handed her our passports and all our papers, and then like 20 minutes later we were ready to go. So she didn't even blink an eye or like say anything weird about it. So that's really
also
interesting.
If you were wondering, this whole experience can happen through Priority Pass.
Yeah, not sponsored by Priority Pass, but it is something that's part of our credit card, and just highly recommended if you're somebody that travels a lot. Having access to lounges in general is great, but why don't they have this service at every airport? It's amazing, honestly.
So I'll touch on immigration quickly. So technically, when you get to the Dominican Republic as a Canadian citizen, you have 30 days in the country. We've obviously been here for over 6 months, and a lot of you have been asking like how that works. How does the fines work technically? So the way it works is you just come to the airport here on your way out of the country, you just pay a fee. I just think of it as an extension fee. We paid 8,000 pesos for 2 people for a little over 6 months, which is about 140 or 150 US dollars. We paid with a credit card. There's no questions asked. It's just an overstay fee. They don't ask you any questions at all, and they welcome you back in the future. We still can't tell you where we're going because, believe it or not, we're in the lounge here dealing with forms and paperwork, huh?
I can't get over the amount of paperwork. I feel like I don't even know what I'm existing in right now. It's so bizarre that we have to fill out all these forms. So now there's a medical declaration. Do you think Canada is Canada?
So, if we get all this sorted, we will definitely fill you in when we get closer to the gate. I think you're hungry, or hangry.
Honestly, my head is in so many places that I don't feel hungry, but I'm sure I am. I probably need to eat something because I'm probably really hangry and I don't even realize it. Food to the rescue. I ordered a chicken wrap. So here in the lounge, they don't have a whole lot of food options, just really a bunch of snacks, but you can order food from the restaurant and they bring it directly to the lounge here to you. I don't think I've ever experienced that. So we got a chicken wrap, some French fries. Kudos to all the people that manage to eat really well when they're traveling, because that's never us.
No, this is going to be a lot of plain food. And the question is, I mean, usually plain food isn't the best.
That's way better than I expected it to be, especially for airplane or airport food, which is never exceptional. But this is really yummy. There's some good sauce on there. There might be some something was really crunchy and fresh in there. Chicken is grilled, not fried. That's a bonus for us, because we do have those French fries on the side, and there's just some tomato in there, but whatever the sauce is, it's really yummy.
If you guys are wondering, I got the same thing down here, so yeah, that's how it's gonna go today. All right, the time in the lounge was great. I always love going to a lounge on long travel days.
Yes, hopefully there'll be more lounges in our future because, well, we're gonna board soon. We've got 3 flights ahead of us. I think almost 40 hours.
40 hours
of travel
ahead of us today. So we've been kind of letting you guys wonder where we're going intentionally because we weren't sure if we can get on the plane. Pretty sure we can now, so should we tell them?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, you ready?
Are you guys ready? Let's kind of pause for a second. If you have a guess, leave it now. We'll wait a second. All right, who wants to do it?
We are going to
Vietnam.
First time, so excited.
That's right, we're flying across the world to Vietnam. We cannot wait to get there. You can probably tell we're really excited. We just have, there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get there, but we're going to be there.
Still more hoops to jump through. Yeah. So we found our gate, not that it's that big of an airport, but they're boarding already. Actually, I'm a little surprised. This is happening quickly. That's good. Hopefully it means we'll have enough time on the other end to catch our next flight. But if you want to watch a 40-hour travel day, maybe watch us run through an airport to try to get our gate. We're not quite sure yet. Hopefully we're not.
Oh god.
That's going to be all in the next video.
All right, this is happening way faster than we thought. We're going to have to go get on that plane. As Anna just said, you'll be able to pick us up in the next video and see if we make it across the world. If you're wondering who we are, Trevor, Anna, Delightful Travelers, hit the like button. That helps us out. But for now, we got to go catch a plane.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Dominican Republic, and we'll be back. Wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.